Alright, welcome back, mages of all ages, to some more Mage Wars. Today we are playing the tournament game for the Playtest set, which is a specific tournament testing out the new stuff. And I'll be playing green, I guess. Oh, someone else took that color. I'm up against SirMagic 2000. Yeah. Alright, and I am not playing any of the new things. We are testing all kinds of things. All kinds of things have had changes. So I'm just running my Druid, and he's playing the Necromancer. All right. So no new mages in this particular game. That's all good and well. SirMagic is a new member to the community, so make him feel welcome. And we'll see how good he is today. Hopefully I can power through. It's a pretty small tournament, so if I win today, I think there's like one more fight, or I think two. I'm not sure. We'll see. Tattery and Wine Tree opening against Necromancer. Tattery is not as good against the Necromancer, obviously because of the Idle Pestilence, but if he wants to throw that down just for Tattery, then that might just be fine. And we'll take sort of an aggressive stance against him in general in order to make sure we can counter Deathlock and Idle Pestilence and such. So I'll say good luck, have fun. And he has initiative. Well, I suppose we're not quick casting. Okay, he quick casts the Death Ring. And he starts in the action phase, and he is casting the Libro Mortus. So you will want to place your equipment, etc. here, out of the way of your prepared cards. All right. I will move over, cast Tattery, and then put the Vine Tree in the corner. And remember in this game to tree bond with it, which I often forget. So there you go. Good on me for trying it, using it this round. Oh, I forgot to adjust the channeling before, but I'll do it now. All right, all good. So end of the round, and see you guys soon. All right, and we are in deployment phase here. I'm putting out a Mana Lotus by my tree here. And he has something on his book. It is a Skeleton Archer. All right, very cool. So a bit of a defense play. Fair enough. I was thinking I have the Bear Strength in hand. I'm probably just going to put it on my Mage. Well, I am. And then we are just going to run forward and try to be aggressive with the Mage here. It can backfire against the Necromancer, but we will try it out. Let's see where it takes us. And then I have the Mana Flower over here. So I have the economy backup. I'm done with the first quick cast phase. He is casting a Mana Crystal. All right. More mana outcome, so that's fine. I'm doing the same. He spends his quick cast marker. Perfect. Then actions phase, I will use Tattery to go and put mana on the Vine Tree and say done. The Necromancer is advancing. All right. And with 2 mana, I suppose he can't do all that much. He could enchant something. Did he get the discount on the skeleton? It should be automatic. Yeah, down to 9 from the 11. Perfect. For the 2, 1 on the book and 1 from the Death Ring. Exactly. He chooses not to do anything with this action. All right, so that's fine. I will move down, cast the Mana Flower, and then enchant my Druid with the Bear Strength, and then say end of the round. Oh, I forgot to put out a wine token this turn. I'll do it next turn, that's fine. And we're in the deployment phase. I have a Tangled Wine on my tree that's not going to be used, and I have Rhino Hide and then a Swarm Lurker in hand, which is really interesting. I thought it would be a good idea. We see a zombie crawler come out of the Libro Mortus. All right. Some food for Kralathor to eat, maybe. I was thinking about saving up for him. He's done with the deployment phase, so am I. Oh no, wait, I want to put a create a wine marker and put it out in my Mage's zone here. Alright, so he has first quick cast phase. See what is gonna happen. It's always fun seeing a new player. See what they come up with. Shadow Rage, Poison Blood won't be much use for me in this game. Same with, I had the Alluring Orchid can do stuff even though it's been changed. Okay, and the Idol of Pestilence does go down on his side. Alright. Fair enough, and it will kill Tetri, so good play on his part. First quick cast phase is done, and I will not quick cast, so he has first action here. So obviously I would like to destroy the Idol of Pestilence pretty quickly if I can get away with it. This is done with actions phase. I have 3 rounds before Tetri dies from the thing. You have to activate. Okay. And so the skeletal archer will move 1 forward. Just something. Archer is fine. Done. Alright, so Tatari will put mana on the vine tree. And I'll say done. And so I am probably deploying Kralathor next turn. If he moves towards me, I'm gonna move over and punch him instead of going for the Swamp Lurker. He moved to the corner. Interesting. And again, with 2 mana, he might choose to skip his action here. I will need some confirmation if you are done. Alright, so I will enchant myself with the Rhino Hide, and I think I will move forward. And I mean, the Swamp Lurker would heal itself, but it's going to then take even longer before we get at the Idol of Pestilence. I'm just going to move forward here, probably even 2 spaces. Just get in there, because otherwise we might see a wall in between me and the idol, and I don't want that. So I'm just double moving over. And then that is the end of the round here. And Ferno helps out by giving a little pointer in chat there for the new players. That's great. And that's the end of this round. And we are in deployment phase. And I have Kralathor over here. Is he ready? Nothing on book. Okay. I will put out Kralathor in here. And I have Spear Barbs and Reclamation in hand, both of them for the Idol of Pestilence, depending on what is required of me in this turn. First quick cast phase is mine, and I will not use it. See, this one costs 5. Here's the Deathlock. Okay, really? Wow, yeah, he's just going all in. Putting out all the big classic necromancy structures. I'm going to tear them down, though, as best as I can. I will start my turn by punching the Idol of Pestilence with 5 dice. Let's see where that gets me. Let me see. I need to change sound real quick here, so you guys don't get reverb. And it's 5 damage going in, minus the 1 armor, so 4. Decent enough. And I'll say done. We will probably be punched by a zombie crawler, and Kralathor will be shot at by a skeletal archer here. Fair enough. Yeah, he's not going to be generated now with the Deathlock out, and he's going to take 1 damage from the Idol of Pestilence, so that's obviously not very good for us. So he's probably going to move for the skeletal archer next turn, so he doesn't take the range damage. Oh, but a bad roll from him means only 1 damage goes in. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Would have expected about 4. The 1 piercing on the Eternal Serpent. Fair enough. Tatari puts mana on the tree. Done. I'm being bitten. And so I will reveal the Rhino hide here to take less damage from that attack. Only taking 2, but that's pretty good from him. Dealing a total of 2 critical damage going through. Alright. And I'm done with the action phases, so is his action again. I will mark his Necromancer. He could go and punch me in the face, which he should do, or guard his Idol of Pestilence here. If he doesn't have anything else to cast. He's got 4 mana this time. So a cast is possible. I don't have anything planned for him. Can I skip this action? Sure. Alright. Well, it is a tournament, so I'm not going to start giving him advice for what he could do. He could go on forever. So I'll just use the Reclamation on the Deathlock. Like so. And reveal it. I believe we can take down the Idol of Pestilence without that one. So that'll be the end of the round. And we're in deployment phase. I have Force Hammer, Sprayer Barbs, and then Vine Snapper that will not be deployed here on the Vine Snapper. We'll see something come out of his Libro Mortals here. He's got 15 mana this time with 2 on the Libro, so 17 total with 1 discount. Let's see what he can pull out. I was thinking he might put down this Shoggoth. That's Shoggothsaura. Shoggothsaura, which is the one that eats zombie crawlers. Might be that one coming. We'll see in a second. We see a Skeletal Knight come out of the Libro. Definitely a good creature here. Alright. And kind of scary. Fair enough. I will put out a Wine Marker in my own zone and say no deploy. First quick cast phase, and he has initiative, so let's see what he throws out this turn. Now with 5 mana in hand, he could cast an Agony on my Mage to make me hit the Idol Pestilence for less. How do I target an enchantment? So you hold shift and drag an arrow from card to target. So if SirMagic listens to this after the game, which I'm of course hoping that he does, hopefully he learns a few things. One of the good things would be to play some practice games before you play a tournament game. It helps. I mean, I don't mind, but it doesn't serve him any favors here in the tournament itself. But I'm assuming that he's just here to have fun, obviously. Yeah, so he's making the thing target. It works. And it's a Dispel. Alright, so he's going to tell me which one, I'm sure. It must be... No, it could be either. Which one? Bear Strength. Yep. Good call. And that'll be his first quick cast. Now I probably will need the Force Hammer to finish off the Idol of Pestilence, depending on my... Well, I can't. With the melee roll and the Sprayer Barbs, it might work. So we'll see in a second here what we are gonna need. Actions phase is over. Sorry, starting. First quick cast phase is over. Creditor is being targeted by the archer. Alright, makes sense. Get a final shot in before Creditor pounces him. Oh, and another bad roll. Alright, 2 damage going in on Creditor. Lucky Creditor. He could have had 8 on him right now, which would have been bad, obviously, and he would have had way more if SirMagic was a little bit more lucky. So that is unfortunate. I will attack the Idol of Pestilence before he thinks about coming in with a blocker or something. So 2 damage going in on the Idol of Pestilence. Alright, and then done. He's got no mana, so there's no way he can protect it against the Force Hammer, so I don't have to hurry it. Might as well not show him what's going on yet. And it will be the Force Hammer. The Force Hammer should finish it off, which would save Tattery and then stop dealing damage to my stuff. And here comes the melee attack from the Necromancer, so maybe he heard me through the internet. That is what he should be doing with his Mage. Good stuff, well done. I will send Creditor down to eat the Archer. Great, more 6 dice. Dealing 5 damage. Decent. And it only has 9 health, so it will die from another swing like that. Done. Druid is being targeted by the zombie crawler. The zombie crawler not having any other choice because it's bloodthirsty. It does another good roll and deals 2 damage to me. Fair enough. And Tatari will then 3, 2, 1. He literally cannot choose anything else right now, so I will just do the move. There we go. And then the final thing, I will be attacking the Idle Pestilence with a Force Hammer. Spending 9 mana. On average, it should get wrecked, and it did. Good stuff. Overkilling it by 4, which is fine. Idle Pestilence crumbles to the ground. End of the round. Oh, and we're in deployment here. So I will... yeah, I will deploy the Thorn Lasher this time. Putting it out in the center here. And that'll be spending the Y marker for the turn, so that's fine here. I have Greater Toughness and Living Armor in hand. And I will first quick cast and put out the Living Armor. And then we will be running away this turn because I'm pretty scared of the Skeletal Knight. And we took down the objective, which was the Idle Pestilence. Now I need to let Creditor grow. Give him some time to do that. Oh, we are getting an enchantment on the Druid here. Alright. Could be bad. We'll see. 4 mana reveals Enfeeble. Alright, fair enough. Again, for SirMagic, if you're watching this later, you can reveal Enfeeble after an opponent mage has moved in order to then deny them the action that they would do after having moved. Just a little tip. So, I can still move away, and I will, obviously. So I will move over here and say done. And I'm being targeted by an acid ball. Alright, fair enough. We are seeing the mage getting focused now. So I will need to do the good old Keejchen strategy, which is to run away and try to survive. And I think we could get away with it. And if Kralathor then manages to kill the skeletal archer, then he will grow. If we get rid of the Deathlock, which now should have 4 damage on it, then he will start regenerating and such. So it should all end up just fine. He casts Acid Ball to attack. With attack spells, you need to draw the attack arrow from the mage. You will need... he's gonna need this advice in a second. Then reset the spell by putting it back in the book and out again. Otherwise it won't work. I'm gonna cut some corners here and give him his mana back. So that he has it when he needs it in a second here. There he goes. And he spends the mana and it does the attack. Perfect. And I take 1 damage. So I get 2 corrode and I lose 1 armor token off of the living armor down here for taking a damage. Yes. And then he is done. So I will try to eat his archer then. 89% kill chance. No worries, man. And he gets the Eternal Servant back automatically. Perfect. So I will add a growth token over here by Creditor. Maybe this will be a good video for other new players, and that's always the hope. We teach them stuff on the channel, how to play Mage Wars. We've done that before, so I'm not going to call this one teaching a new player again. But I never mind. It's always nice seeing new people join our community. And he adds a token onto the Skeletal Guard, a guard token up here. Alright, so he wants to defend the Deathlock. The Deathlock is crumbling from within by the Reclamation. You just did. And I did debate whether or not I should have used my silly your action. Oh no, he did the mine then. using the Druid against a new player, but I didn't know what he was going to play, and I do want to win the tournament. So and he, not knowing him, he might have been secretly practicing in real life for the past 6 years and be a really good player. So I didn't want to cut any corners. It's just good old safety in that way. And that is the end of the round here. He moved the Zombie Crawler one down one zone to the Mana Crystal, and that'll be the end of the round. And here we are in the deployment phase. He is putting out a Death Fang. Alright, nice. And I am putting out the Bloodspine Wall down here, in between him and my Thornlasher, hoping to pull him through. I get a Toughness and Overgrowth in hand. First quick cast phase belongs to SirMagic 2000. Let's see what he does. The Deathlock is being targeted with a card, or it might be a Dispel, which is then going to protect the Deathlock from destruction by the Reclamation. Fair enough. I was thinking about prepping a Spray of Barbs this turn, and obviously I should have. So well done by him. I am not quick casting, so back in we go into actions phase. He is not activating the Mage just yet. All right. He should obviously move away right now, because pulling him through the wall, Bloodspine Wall here would be pretty nasty, and that's always what I'm trying to do with that. Healing the Mage, since he cannot heal right now, he cannot get rid of the bleed token that he would get from the Bloodspine Wall. So it should be fairly brutal. Let's see if I get away with it here. The Mage is indeed running away. Fair enough. And so pulling the Death Fang through the Bloodspine Wall isn't super tempting, but I'm probably gonna do it. I will try. Will I try to eat the Zombie Crawler? The Zombie Crawler is gonna try to eat Creditor back, and I kind of don't want that. I will start by attacking the Death Fang with the Wine Snapper, and it is pulling the guy through the wall. And so he will probably see. We dealt 5 damage here, which was a really good roll. So he is pulled through the wall. And then that does some damage. 37% kill chance. Oh, and we high rolled it. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Sorry. New player gets to see the Druid in action. Yeah. And I mean, the Necromancer is good, of course, and can fight back, but I've seen the type of Necromancer that he's running many times, and we took steps early on to move towards the conjurations and be ready to take them out. You really got to do some more prep work before you put them down, because otherwise they are easy targets for your opponent. Skipping my skeleton's actions, you gotta activate one though. And so now I will go with Creditor and try to eat the zombie. In theory, he has a good chance of eating it in one go here with 8 dice. So we're hoping that he can do it. Did you want to pass instead? SirMagic might not know the rule, but the rule goes that if you have fewer active creatures than your opponent, then you may pass instead of activating. So there you go. He says no. All right. I honestly didn't see that we were getting to that point. We move over and attack the Zombie Crawler with the Creditor, and he deals 3 critical strike damage. So the Zombie Crawler survives and can now hit back. Too bad. Creditor, you tried. Let's see if he gets a good hit in here. I hope not. Oh, but he does. Okay, 3 damage dealt back on Creditor. That makes up for the growth marker so that he gained from the skeleton. So that's bad enough. I will move away and take distance from his Necromancer. Also now if he wants to be in range, he's got to get in range of the Thornlasher, which I would like to have him do. And then I put mana on the Vine Tree up here and say end of the round. And we're in deployment. So I will put out a Thorn Lasher in here. And then pay 1 mana to put out another Windmarker up in his zone here. That is my deployment. I have 2 Sprayer Barbs in hand to destroy the Deathlock this turn. He's deploying a Zombie Crawler. Alright. So, let's see what happens this turn. Quick cast phase. I'm not quick casting. He's got 10 mana still left over, so he could wall. Well, he can't wall the whole thing off, to be fair. So, 1 wall, but it won't really help, I suppose. Can't move with a quick action, right? Not the black one. Only for spells. Unless you are a monk. But that's a story for another time. He is casting some leather boots, some armor. Good choice. Alright, and the action phase I will open by having Creditor munch on this little zombie. Let's see if we can get it killed with 8 dice. There's a decent chance, I should say. Yeah, 7 crit that time, so it is definitely very dead. And we get another growth token on Creditor. I will say done. So now the question in the Necromancer's position is, what do? You could move out and attack this Thorn Lasher, but then I can pull him in this turn. Obviously, this Skeleton Knight has a defense, so he could be lucky and defend against it, but then you're already in the zone for the attacks next turn, and Creditor is also ready to jump you. He's summoning another Zombie Crawler from the Mage then? Alright, just putting up the Zombie Crawlers. Yeah, fair enough. Now, I'm not sure SirMagic knows, but I can use this Spray of Barb since it's a wind spell. Casting spray through the wine token. Delete that. Attacking here. Falling. How come? Furno says I can't. Oh, because it has to be in the same zone, is that right? Aha. Or a border. I target a zone containing a defined marker, or target an object in that zone, or a border of that zone, and then destroy that marker. Ah. Using the one in zone instead. Good call. Alright, so that should be legal. That was why I put one up here, but I thought I could use both of them. My bad memory here. 2 dice first, dealing 1 damage, and then 3. 4 total. So it is destroyed. Yep, it's on the deathlock. Alright, and then I will say done. I'm scouting over here. Done. Because that was a quick spell, not an action. I thought I would have to use both here, but it's fine. So now, no longer with the deathlock at his command, I will start regenerating, and then we will be a little bit more aggressive and try to oust him from his corner. Let's see if we can kill this Necromancer. I'm not going to drag it out too much if I can get away with killing him. Alright, so he moves the Skeleton Knight forward. I will attack it just to try it. Let's see if we can get away with some damage here. Might pull him into attack range of my Druid, sorry. Which is obviously sort of risky, but it's fine. And he is indeed snatched down into the zone here, and then I will finish off the turn by putting a mana on the wine tree and then say end of round. And we're in deployment phase. I have prepped Raptor Wine on the tree, Surgeon Wave, and Hawkeye in hand. He says he's not deploying. Alright, so I'm putting out my Raptor Wine just in the zone down here. It should be okay, I hope. First quick cast phase belongs to Mr. SirMagic. And I'm still enfeebled, so I can't just run forward with my mage. I was thinking about Hawkeyeing and then Searching Waving the Skeleton Knife through. We could just have done it in the quick fast phase here, but I have the Hawkeye in the book for a reason, so let's put it out, I think. And I don't mind him punching my mage as much, so I'm just going to let it slide. We could have enchanted the mage here to have a face down enchantment, and it might scare him a bit. But I honestly want him to punch my mage right now, because I don't want him to punch something else. My mage can handle it. He moves his mage forward and is done. Alright. So I will try the combo here. Hawkeye on myself. Well, no, you know what? I don't have to do that. I will try to snatch him with the Thorn Lasher here. Just gonna go for the mage at this point. Should be able to kill him before he kills me. He takes 0 damage, but I am able to snatch him. So he goes down into the danger zone. And you should never spend your mage's action first, because now he cannot react to being in the danger zone where I'm pulling him. Your mage is snatched. Alright, and so he moves the zombie crawler over. Then I will try to pull him through the wall here. And we do get away with it, dealing 2 damage, and snatched again. There you go, through the wall. Being hit by the impaling thorns. Dealing a total of 5 damage and the bleed. Yikes. Okay, I'm also being, now on top of the whole thing, I'm also being really, really lucky with my rolls, I think. So, yeah. Now he's going to be hit by the Cratathor with, what, 9 dice? Oh, only 7, because he's not undead. And he is hitting the Thorn Lasher over here. Alright, so he's going to try to remove my creature advantage here. And he does good hit. 5 damage going in on that one. Fair enough. Cratathor will move up and try to eat the Necromancer. 7 dice. Dealing a total of 5 damage. And I will say done. Okay. Then I will just throw the spell into his face, and we will try to murder him as quickly as possible and not draw this out. Throwing all of the attack spells in the coming rounds here. Assuming that he is gonna be done here. He might be thinking about that move. Moving the zombie crawler down here does kind of make sense. Fair enough. And he goes for it. Then I will attack him with the Surging Wave, trying to push him into the wall. Dealing the Hawkeye for a total of 4 dice, dealing 3 damage and a slam, which is good enough. Alright, and he's also bleeding, by the way. So we are putting him up to 15 and then 16 in the upkeep phase. With a little bit of luck, I can finish it next turn. Let's see if I can do it. Not the Keejchen way to go for the mage, but in this case, I think we are good to do it. And that'll be the end of this round. Oh no, he's enchanting me. Alright, so here comes something from my mage. And he's got 14 mana, so he can definitely reveal... I'm gonna get School Rot. Hey, and there you are. It is the School Rot. Alright, so he's trying to do some more damage here. I mean, I'm moving damage to my tree every turn, so I will heal that. But he can try to overpower me, of course. That'll be the end of that round. And we're in the deployment phase. So I'm putting out another Thorn Lasher in the center zone here. And I have aroused the beast to use it this round. And a burst of thorns in hand. Oh, I need to deploy another wine token, by the way. Delete that one. All right. And he puts out what? The plague zombie. Nice. Okay, that is cool. One of my favorite creatures in the zombie arsenal. Absolutely. And having the Eternal Servant on that creature is my favorite combo in the world. I can infinitely blow up and give rots to everyone. Alright, in this action, I will blast him with the Burst of Thorns, so I didn't actually need the extra wine token over here. I didn't really think that through. That's fine. So, 4 dice on his mage. Dealing 4 damage and another bleed. For DMG, 1 bleed. Putting him out to 2 bleeds. He might not know how to add a bleed, so I'll do it for him. You just highlight the number and type in a new number when you already have a type of token. Done. That was the first quick cast phase. Oh, and he's putting down a Wickwood Iron Mine, so he does have some healing. Fair enough. Well done. And more armor is good for him. Alright, action phase. I will try to pull him through the wall again here with the wounded Thorn Asher before it gets wrecked. And these guys, they don't fail. So I'm making room for him to come over here. I don't think we failed the snatch yet, so it is pretty brutal. And another bleed being added. Alright. But only 1 damage went in. Putting up to 23 with 3 bleeds, and he's got 1 healing. So we're not quite done yet. And now he might move away, and then we will have to rouse the beast on this Thorn Lasher and then pull him up here to then pull him through the wall yet again. He targets the Necromancer. Targets Thorn Lasher with Necromancer. Cancels that. He's got 8 mana. I have an attack spell that targets a zone. How do you use it? Just reveal and declare. I prefer to manual zone attacks. Alright, there you go. Telekinetic Burst. Very interesting. Very, very cool. So F1 rolls dice. You point at 1 target at a time and then roll. Shift plus click to target a creature. Oh, and this one, is that one psychic? Oh, it's force. Ah, if it was psychic, it would not hit undead, which would have been really, really cool. Oh, so you have to target someone. So we know Thorn Lasher. All right. 4 damage. Oh, come on. 4. And a stagger. So now it can't attack him in this turn. And so we will not be... But he didn't move, so now we can pull him through anyway with the other Thorn Lasher. And he's doing the next one. Perfect. 3 dice. 3 damage. And another stagger. What is the shortcut for stagger? It is a... Didn't I just see it here? Stagger. Alt-Shift-S. Okay. Alt-Shift-S. And 2 damage. Your own creature 2. Or was he dazed? It doesn't matter. It's fine. Dealing 1 damage and a stagger. So he should have rolled the dazed token for the whole area attack, and if you miss it, you actually miss the whole area attack. So that would have been kind of bad. But I'm not gonna make him roll it. It's fine. Alt plus Shift plus S for stagger. I will help him out. If he isn't going to do it, I will do it for him. Oop. Adding a stagger token over there. All right. So then I will hit him with the Raptor Wine. With a Rovacious Bite. 2 dice less because of the stagger token, but it's fine. 2 damage going in. And we heal 1 through Vampirism. Stagger goes away. Done. And then we will attempt the pull after. And even if he doesn't get pulled through, then Creditor will walk through the wall and try to punch. Of course. So, Thornlasher trying to pull the Necromancer through the wall again. And it works. So we deal 3 damage and snatch him through the wall. The Impaling Thorns might kill him. He lives. Alright. Taking 2 damage and another bleed. So he's dead from the bleeding. Done. Taking 4 damage in the upkeep. But I will hit him with a Creditor unless he concedes here. Yeah, I am pretty lucky today. Sorry. He is attacking Thornlasher with the Skeleton Knight here. Props to SirMagic for sticking to it and not giving up even when the odds are dire. That's the kind of spirit I like to see in a Mage Wars player. But the game is over, so it's gonna be a good old GG, sir. I am sorry for using this this silly strategy, but it is a tournament after all. I hope you had fun. And I will reveal my book as always and say to you at home, thank you guys as always for watching. Thank you to SirMagic for being a good sport. Welcome to the community. And that'll be it for this time, folks. See you soon. We will be recording all of these matches, of course. So see you in the next one, and bye-bye.